Hey, what's up guys? So as you saw from the title, bringing you a Snapchat Q&A today. Posted up on my Snapchat, told you guys I'd be answering every single question, whether it's lifestyle, movies, fitness, whatever. Gonna be answering all of your guys' questions, and because I'm answering every single one of your guys' questions, I need to get started right now before the sun goes down, because look at this beautiful view. Just gotta be outside and enjoy this. But time to get this Snapchat Q&A started. Question number one, CJ asks, Q&A, can you do a review on The Walking Dead Season 7 trailer? Would love to hear your thoughts. I hate The Walking Dead. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, The Walking Dead is the biggest freaking tease of a show that has ever ran. Seriously, they do not answer any questions when they're supposed to. They leave you, they have maybe one, maybe two good episodes in a 16 episode season. Seriously, that show is as frustrating as any show can be. While I will sit there and watch every single episode, it's just because I'm invested. I've invested 6 years of my life into Walking Dead, and while it continues to frustrate me, I will keep watching. But the Season 7 premiere, or a Season 7 trailer, it was good. It was good, but hopefully they have more than one or two exciting episodes. And please, 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 make it somebody big that they kill off in the season premiere. Because if they kill somebody off, a minor character, I might be done. I might be done. They have unkillable characters that a show like Game of Thrones would 100% kill off. And that is why Game of Thrones is better than The Walking Dead. Mark my fact. Game of Thrones is better than Walking Dead. Question number two, Christian Lyles asks, hey man, do you do a lot of cardio? No, I do no cardio, zero cardio. If I do any cardio whatsoever, it is simply me just cutting down my rest times in between sets of actual weightlifting. I hate cardio, and frankly, if my heart rate is increased by cutting down my rest times, it's good enough for me. So no, I don't do any traditional cardio, but that's just kind of what I do. Sean King asks, if you had a string in your back like Woody from Toy Story, what phrases would you say when somebody pulled it? 1 through 3, you said be creative. Oh, what would I say? First off, if somebody pulled it, I would say, hey, what's up guys? Because obviously I say that in all of them. The second thing, if you pull my back, and the thing would say, I'd say, talk to you guys in the next one. Peace. That would be the next thing I'd say, because I say it in all my videos. The third thing I would say is, every day is arm day. Those are the three things. Next question, Eric with an A, cool, asks, should you finish every workout with arms? Duh, yes. Next question, Joseph Ward asks,
hey Tregg, could you give the benefits and the pros and cons of a push-pull legs workout versus a normal split workout?
In my opinion, push-pull legs, you're able to get your muscle groups in more frequently than just like your normal back day, chest day, legs, shoulders, arms. In my opinion, if you do push-pull legs, you're able to boost up that frequency, and if you're hitting muscles more frequently, in my opinion, they're gonna grow a little bit more efficiently and a little bit more effectively. So that is the benefit of push-pull legs. I just think you're gonna be able to get more frequency in, therefore you're probably going to grow a little bit quicker. Rossman96 asks, YouTube famous. 22,389 views on my 10,000 calorie challenge. Am I YouTube famous? Not even close, but that 10,000 calorie challenge, thank you guys so much for the support, seriously. Seriously, you guys freaking went all out to watch that video, and I love you guys, seriously. That was the most miserable thing I have ever done, and you guys freaking showed out big time. So thanks for watching that video. I want to do more challenge videos. If you guys have any suggestions of challenge videos that I should do, drop them in the comment box down below. Tyler asks, would you rather give up the gym forever, but you get to watch any movies for free for the rest of your life and have an even more successful YouTube channel, or give up movies and YouTube forever, but get to the size you want to be in the gym within a year and have a successful bodybuilding career? Also, what are your thoughts on Peter Jackson's King Kong? Peter Jackson's King Kong was just too long. Quite frankly, it was way too drawn out. If they would have cut down that beginning act where they're getting to the island, cut that down a little bit, and then cut down a little bit of BS that was on the island, I think everything that happened in New York was awesome. I thought about half of everything that happened on the island was awesome. Everything that happened prior to that sucked. So those are my thoughts on the Peter Jackson's King Kong. And would I rather give up the gym and have a successful movie / YouTube channel, or would I rather give up movies and YouTube and have and get huge? Honestly, I would much rather have a successful YouTube channel and be able to watch movies for the rest of my life than never be able to watch movies again, not have a YouTube channel, and just get huge. Because honestly, I don't need to get huge. As long as I'm active, like I just said it, I hate cardio, but if just me doing something active like push-ups or running or whatever, and not even ever going to the gym again, if all I can do is just jog or walk, or not even that, if I don't even get to do anything active but I still get to have movies and a successful YouTube channel, that's way more important to me than getting the best ever physique. Why? Because YouTube for me is about reaching you guys, motivating you guys to be better in life, motivating you guys to be the strongest versions of yourself. And whether I mean, honestly, this is something that's realistic. I pray to God it never happens, but it's something realistic that, I mean, you have to acknowledge that some people go through it and you could become handicapped and you could never be able to go to the gym again. But you know what? Through those struggles, through those trials and tribulations, you're able to show others that even though you can't go and do those things in the gym, you can still live a happy, successful life if you have the right mindset. And with a successful YouTube channel, you'd be able to do that. And movies, I love movies more than anything. I love movies more than the gym. It might be hard to believe, but seriously, I do love movies more than the gym. It sparks, my mind is very creative, so it sparks that creative kind of mindset with me. And also, I mean, movies are inspiring. Movies stimulate your mind. So I would definitely much rather be able to watch movies and have a successful YouTube channel and give up the gym for the rest of my life. Kind of surprising. You guys might be surprised with that, but that's the truth. Next question, Guns and Stuff 100 says, do you recommend cardio for someone who's trying to lose a lot of body fat but still gain muscle? Also, have you tried Cellucor's molten chocolate protein powder? If so, what do you think? Yes, Cellucor's molten chocolate protein powder is good. I do enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. It's probably their third or fourth best flavor. And then, do you recommend cardio for someone who's trying to lose a lot of body fat but still gain muscle? Honestly, that's a personal preference. I mean, it completely depends on your body type as well. For me, if I'm trying to lose body fat and gain muscle, I'll let my diet do that. I'll tailor my macros to fit those goals. Therefore, I don't have to go do a bunch of cardio. But I mean, your body type might need it. Everybody's body is different, so it kind of depends. But in my opinion, I usually let my macros and let my diet kind of determine where I'm going with losing body fat or gaining muscle. Mike Lore 101 asks, Q&A question, is there such thing as being too young to start trying to build muscle mass? I'm 14 and tired of being tiny. I started lifting when I was 12 years old, so no, I don't think so. I think becoming active, getting in the gym, becoming stronger, faster, bigger, I mean, those are just going to help you gain more confidence, because it's going to help you become better in sports if you're involved in athletics at a young age. In my opinion, getting in the gym, I mean, there's been research done, there's been studies done that completely disprove all the myths that talk about if you're a little kid and you're lifting, how it's going to stunt your growth and just mess up your joints and stuff. Honestly, if you're using correct form, which children and younger kids are able to learn much better than older kind of adults and whatnot, they're able to learn that form much quicker because their body still is much more flexible, and their muscles just can kind of develop that motor pattern much more effectively than us. But do I think there's an age too young? No, in my opinion, no. I think if you want to get in the gym and you're 14 years old, by all means, go for it. Especially if you're in athletics. If you're in athletics, by age 14, you need to be there because you're a freshman in high school and you are just going to get left behind if you're trying to play like any sport. So that's my opinion on that. Rocky XQ8 says, Hey Tregg, I have 2 questions. What do you think of BVS Ultimate Edition? Is it any better than the original? My second question is, what do you think of milkshakes after working out? Keep it up, bro. Milkshakes after working out are delicious. Depending on your goals, you can fit them into your macros. Depending if you're wanting to cut or whatever, milkshakes after you work out, terrible idea because that's a lot of calories and you're kind of screwing yourself over with a lot of carbs and fats. So milkshakes after you work out, it's good if you're bulking. It's like, honestly, if you can fit it into your macros, by all means, go for it. And what do I think of BVS Ultimate Edition? Yeah, it's a little bit better than the original theatrical version, but in my opinion, I still think there are a lot of problems wrong with it. Sure, it's better. Sure, it flows a little bit more smoothly, but honestly, I'm still not a fan of it. Next question. Lewis U says, hey bro, what do you most like and least like about being part of the fitness industry? I most like the support and the interaction that I can have with like you guys and through like Instagram, YouTube, all these different things. That's my favorite part. Interacting is by far my favorite part. My least favorite part is all the negativity, man. The fitness industry is the most negative industry. If you look at, I mean, I'm very blessed. My supporters, like the people that watch my videos, honestly, you guys are fantastic in the comment section. Seriously, you guys are supportive and you guys are just awesome. But I can go look at some channels and you look through those comment sections, man, they are brutal and they're rude and you look through some of those comment sections and it just kind of bums you out that so many people have honestly nothing better to do than comment something negative on something that somebody is working on and trying to put a lot of time and effort into. Seriously. I mean, if you've got that much hate, like go do something productive with your life. Seriously, because you're doing nothing. I mean, you're taking time out of your day to watch this person's video. You're taking time out of your day to support this person by giving them views, but then you turn around and you want to say something negative because you feel bad about yourself in some way or you feel insecure about something in your own life. It just makes no sense to me. So, I mean, my favorite part, I love the interaction. Least favorite part, the negativity. All right, guys, next question. Hey Gay Wag Tag asks, it's not really asking, but thank you. Right back at you. All right, next question. Oh, Dave asks, what is your favorite of the new Comic-Con trailers? Wonder Woman. Holy cow, I did not expect that much from Wonder Woman. That trailer was awesome. I love the fact that they're making it a period piece. I love the fact that they're making it look kind of fun, making it into like a little bit of a war movie. That trailer honestly blew me away. The Justice League trailer, it kind of looks like they're doing a little bit of the Marvel spin to it, but that's because BVS sucked and they knew that they had to kind of switch things up a little bit. But honestly, I think the Wonder Woman movie looks a little bit like the first Captain America, and I love Captain America: The First Avenger. Seriously, that is one of my favorite Marvel movies, and Wonder Woman has some, it kind of when I watched it, it kind of tasted like it a little bit, and you know what? I'm fine with that. So the Wonder Woman trailer was my favorite Comic-Con trailer by far. I really like the Kong Skull Island one too, but that's just because I'm a fan of King Kong, and holy cow, are they making that gorilla big. Woo, man. Next question. Jack the Great 98 says, what's the most unpredictable and unexpected movie ending you've ever seen? Also, have you seen Spirited Away? If so, did you like it? No, I have not seen Spirited Away, so I cannot say if I've liked it. But my most unpredictable and unexpected movie ending I've ever seen was probably 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't want to spoil it, but 10 Cloverfield Lane, with the whole Cloverfield name, I kind of had an idea they were going to go a certain route. And then at one point in the movie, I was like, whoa, they didn't go that route. And then you get to the end and you're like, holy wow. Like, that movie had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Loved it. So, 10 Cloverfield Lane was probably the most unpredictable and unexpected ending I've ever seen. Alberto Murillo says, what's up, Tregg? What were your thoughts on UFC 200 and who you got this weekend, Lawler or Woodley? Hope all is well, and that this makes the Q&A. It did make the Q&A, man. So, what did I think of UFC 200? I was very disappointed with the main card. The prelims were fun, the Cain Velasquez fight was fun, but for the most part, Brock Lesnar testing positive for PEDs, John Jones getting kicked out, the yellow octagon, so many different things were just kind of, I had such high expectations for it, and in my opinion, it was kind of disappointing. So the prelims and the 2 nights before it, Thursday and Friday, I thought were much better than the actual main card of UFC 200. And who do I have? Lawler or Woodley this weekend? I got Robbie Lawler, one of my favorite fighters. That dude is a brawler. He just goes straight forward. I mean, it's not pretty, but you know what? His fights are always fun to watch. Always. Robbie Lawler he's got to be the most entertaining fighter in the UFC, man. I mean, his fights with Carlos Condit, I didn't think he could outdo his Rory McDonald fight, and then he fights Carlos Condit, and that was a slobber knocker if there's ever been one. Seriously, that fight was awesome. So I got Robbie Lawler just because I think he's going to he's just going to brawl with Tyron Woodley, and I don't think Woodley can handle it. I don't. If I remember right, I think Rory McDonald kind of picked apart Woodley with some jabs and whatnot. So I think Lawler is just going to get in there, and I think he's going to punch him in the face, and it's just going to be a war, and I think he's going to come out on top, because when it's a war, I'm always putting my money on Robbie. All right, next question. Back in your high school days, David, by the way, David asks, back in your high school days, what were some of your favorite things to do with your buddies? Keep up the great work with your videos. They are a huge motivation to work out. Back when I was in high school, honestly, I would go over to my friend's house. We'd go swimming. We would just kind of play pickup games of football, different things like that. And for the most part, I'm a very introverted type of person. So it almost felt like work to go hang out with people, when in reality, I would much rather spend my weekends at home, either watching movies with my dad or watching movies by myself. And I spent so many weekends in high school just doing that, and I was perfectly content with it, because me being an introvert, me loving movies, that was perfect. So what did I do with my buddies? What was my favorite thing to do? We'd go swimming, we'd go hang out at the fair, play pickup football, just different things like that. But my favorite thing to do was not with anybody except for my dad. We'd sit down, we'd watch movies. Next question, Birdie Listman asks, are you excited for the new Justice League movie? Am I excited? Nah, I don't know if I'm excited or not. Not really. I mean, it doesn't do much for me, so I'm not very excited for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it, but am I excited for it like a Rogue One, like Star Wars Rogue One? Man, every time I see something for Star Wars Rogue One, I just eat it up. Whenever I kind of hear something about Justice League, or I see the trailer or something like that, it's like, cool. I mean, the movie's happening, it's got superheroes in it, yay. So no, it doesn't really do much for me, but I'm gonna go see it. All right, guys, so we switched views because it was starting to get dark, and I've got a little bit more light this way. So, the question was, best tips to gain more muscle, certain exercises, specific foods to eat pre and post workout. Honestly, track your macros. If you are trying to gain more muscle, be in a surplus, and probably hit a push-pull legs routine, because like I said earlier, you're gonna be able to up that frequency. You're gonna be able to get those body parts hit more times throughout the week, and again, be in a surplus with your macros. Next question, Mikey Peterson asks, what's your go-to hair product? Dude, whatever you're using. Quite frankly, that's my go-to hair product, but I use the Axe hair gel. It's just, what is it? The yellow one. I forget, but I use the Axe hair gel. Tim Martin says, not sure if the Q&A is still going on. It is, but was wondering if you have seen the Justice League and Wonder Woman trailers. Are you excited for them? Already answered that. After the disappointing BVS, always keep up the good work, man. Videos are always motivational. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I've already answered those questions. I thought the Justice League one was just kind of all right, didn't do much for me, and the Wonder Woman one, loved. Next question, Danny asks, thoughts on UFC 200, already answered it. Who you got for McGregor versus Diaz 2? By the way, keep up the awesome content, dude. Love your videos. Thanks, man. So already answered UFC 200. Who you got for McGregor versus Diaz 2? Nate Diaz 100%. We've already seen the fight, and that was Nate Diaz on, what, 9 days notice? So you give Nate Diaz a full training camp. What's going to be different other than a healthy, full trained, Nate Diaz? Seriously, I mean, that is the dumbest fight that the UFC has ever made. Seriously, that is nothing but letting McGregor's ego kind of take over, and it's so frustrating because the 145 weight, the featherweight division is stacked. You've got Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, Chad Mendes is out now, but geez, who? Max Holloway. Oh my goodness. You're just freaking loaded at 145, and McGregor's just playing at 170. It frustrates me to no end, seriously. So I have Diaz, obviously. I don't hate McGregor, but I hate what he's done to the UFC and to the 145 weight division. Traylon Johnson asks, how tall are you? I am as tall as my house. Just kidding, I'm 5'8". Next question, Jeremy says, your favorite 80s movie? And second question, what do you think about Steve Cook and more challenges? I love Steve Cook. Steve Cook is one of I mean, when I was just getting into fitness, Steve Cook had just started his Swolger Nation channel, and I mean, not getting into fitness, but getting into like fitness YouTube. He had just started his Swolger Nation channel, so it was super motivating at the time. So I love Steve Cook. He's got an awesome personality. I've actually met him at the Arnold Expo. Seriously, very down-to-earth guy, very genuine. He's authentic. What you see in his videos is what you get in person. So I love that about Steve Cook. And then my favorite 80s movie, probably was Empire Strikes Back. If Empire Strikes Back was in the 80s, it was Empire Strikes Back. If not, it was the first Terminator. So one of those two. My movie dates aren't as good as like my movie quote knowledge. All right, next question. Leon asks,
hey Tregg, my question for you is, what's your opinion on the whole aesthetics movement and people like Zyzz, Jeff Seid, and John Skywalker?
All right, so the whole aesthetics movement, I think, is very, it did a lot for the fitness industry. It did a lot for kind of bringing attention to it, but the lifestyles that those three guys that you listed, John Skywalker, Jeff Seid, and Zyzz, lived, where they partied all the time. Sure, they kind of give that role model, what is it? What am I trying to say? I disagree with their lifestyles. Sure, they did a lot to bring attention to the fitness industry, but for me, as somebody who's trying to be a positive impact on the next generation, trying to be a positive impact on you guys watching my videos, I think they did a lot more negative things than positive things. They caused a lot of young men to stress way too much about what they eat, stress way too much about how their body looks. And in my opinion, if you're just living a fit lifestyle, it doesn't matter if you have a six-pack, it doesn't matter if you have freaking 22-inch arms, it doesn't matter if you're just shredded to the bone. Honestly, if you are that shredded, it's not healthy. So I think they did more harm than good. Sure, they are all about be the person that you want to be. Don't be afraid. Take risks in life. Do what you want to do. They did a lot for that kind of aspect, and they got kids kind of motivated there, but their lifestyles that they live, how they're partying and using drugs and all this different stuff, I very much disagree with. I mean, they have a huge audience of young people watching them, and I just feel like it's very irresponsible. That's just my opinion. Call me old-fashioned, but I feel like if you have that much influence and you have that much power over young people, that you should be a little bit, you should act with a little bit more responsibility. You should kind of be more of a positive role model, but hey, that's just my opinion. So, all right guys, next and last question, Shorty Nguyen asks, if you were in a band, what instrument would you play? I would probably play the guitar, just because how cool would it be to be up on stage in front of thousands of people just freaking shredding on the guitar? Like, seriously, that would be so awesome. I don't play any instruments. I'm unfortunately not very musically inclined, but I mean, I think it would be very cool to be able to play the guitar, play it well, and do it in front of thousands of people. I definitely think that would be cool. But it is officially dark outside. It is almost 10 o'clock p.m. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Going to wrap it up now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, go hit that subscribe button. It's so easy. just go do it. Click that red subscribe button, www.treggfisher.com for online personal training. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Actually, here, pull the string. Ooh. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.